Bellora, and today I'd like to speak about people who become what they expect to become. And if you think about it, people have expectations for themselves. They absorb expectations that their families may have had for them as well. And their families' expectations may or may not be congruent with who they really are. That's why we mustn't project what we want for ourselves onto others. We really must allow our children to grow up and be themselves and to flourish and to be happy with who they really are. We all have opinions and attitudes and perceptions, but these are coloured by memories from long ago maybe, things that have disturbed us. And so we really need to see things through clear vision and be light beings and become more and more enlightened as to how we really think and to recognise how we think, and are we thinking in a light-filled way, or are we simply being moved by triggers and being pushed around by our own mind and things that have happened to us long ago? We really need to think positively and to understand that coming from a positive place means that we'll have strength within ourselves to cope with life and become more and more resilient. And resilience is so important now, as life is ever changing and becoming more and more uncertain, as we become more and more globalized and more things become computerized, and we really have to develop our own potential and to become who we really are and to become that unique being that was always envisioned for us by the divine. And know that we can always undo life events that were negative to us. Everything can be rebalanced and redone. There's nothing in life that cannot be thought of in a positive light and that we can't really learn from. We have to let go of people who are toxic in our lives and really start to listen to our own souls, to our own spirits, as we reconnect with the divine. And as we listen, so we can become to really open ourselves and really fulfill our potential as we get to know ourselves more and more. And we have to differentiate between instinct and habit and who we really are as people. And the more we become likened to ourselves, the more we merge with the divine. And the more we merge with the divine, the more we live our lives in truthfulness and integrity and love. And so we have to practice this, practice listening always to the divine voice within. And true words may not be beautiful. They may often harm. They may hurt our spirits in some way, because the truth may echo something that we need to change. But always it comes from a positive and a loving energy. And we will always become lighter and lighter as we journey along on life's journey, becoming light-filled beings and learning our lessons like we did when we were children. But the most important lesson of all is really to learn who we are as people and to fulfill our potential and to be who we are, because nobody on earth has the right to suffer. We all suffer in different ways, but if we see suffering in ourselves or others, it's always a wake-up call that we need help, and we mustn't be ashamed to ask for that help. And always a teacher will come in, whether this is a friend, a neighbour, a family member or a professional. Life is a dynamic cycle, and we mustn't be afraid of what tomorrow brings. Thank you so much for listening to my message. Love, light, blessings to you and yours.